Imagine an empire so vast that it stretched from the Pacific Ocean to the heart of Europe, controlling over 24 million square kilometers, the largest contiguous empire the world has ever seen. An empire built not by the slow march of civilization, but through lightning-fast conquests, innovative military tactics, and an iron-fisted rule. This was the Mongol Empire, forged by Genghis Khan and his successors in the 13th century. But how did a group of nomadic horsemen from the Asian steppes manage to conquer most of the known world? How did their empire function? And why did it ultimately collapse? In this video, we will explore the rise, expansion, and fall of the Mongol Empire, and how it changed world history forever. The Mongols were originally a collection of nomadic tribes living in the harsh grasslands of Mongolia. Life on the steppe was brutal, resources were scarce, and survival depended on hunting, herding, and raiding. But in 1162, a boy named Temujin was born. He would later become Genghis Khan, the founder of the Mongol Empire. Temujin's early life was filled with hardship. His father was poisoned by rivals, his family was abandoned by their tribe, and he spent years struggling to survive. But through sheer determination, political alliances, and military genius, he gradually united the Mongol tribes under one banner. By 1206, Temujin had defeated all rival clans and was proclaimed Genghis Khan, meaning universal ruler. With this, the Mongol Empire was born. Once unified, the Mongols turned outward, and what followed was one of the most rapid and brutal conquests in history. Genghis Khan's first major campaign was against the Jin dynasty in northern China. The Mongols, despite being outnumbered, used their legendary horse archers, psychological warfare, and siege tactics to overwhelm Chinese cities. By 1279, under Genghis Khan's grandson Kublai Khan, the Mongols had conquered all of China and established the Yuan dynasty. When a Mongol trade caravan was slaughtered by the Khwarezmian Empire, modern-day Iran and Central Asia, Genghis Khan retaliated with unmatched brutality. The Mongols annihilated entire cities, executing soldiers, civilians, and rulers alike. Historians estimate that over 1.5 million people were killed during this campaign. Under Genghis Khan's successors, the Mongols pushed into Russia, Poland, Hungary, and beyond. The famous Battle of Legnica in 1241 saw Mongol forces crush European knights, proving that even the mightiest Western armies were no match for the Mongol war machine. However, the Mongols never reached Western Europe. Genghis Khan's grandson, Batu Khan, withdrew after the death of the great Khan Ogedei, ending the European invasion. By the late 13th century, the Mongol Empire was at its height, covering vast territories from Eastern Europe to the South China Sea, from Siberia to the Persian Gulf. But how did the Mongols rule such a massive empire? Despite their reputation for brutality, the Mongols established a highly organized and efficient government. They allowed religious freedom, protecting Buddhists, Christians, Muslims, and others. They created a legal system called the Yasa, which enforced strict laws across the empire. They also implemented a postal system, the Yam, with relay stations, allowing messengers to travel over 200 kilometers a day. With the Mongols in control, trade routes from Europe to China were safer than ever. This period, known as Pax Mongolica, or Mongol Peace, allowed merchants like Marco Polo to travel the Silk Road, bringing goods, ideas, and cultures across continents. Genghis Khan's grandson, Kublai Khan, ruled China under the Yuan dynasty. He tried to merge Mongol and Chinese traditions but struggled to govern such a vast empire. The Mongols, once fierce warriors of the steppe, began to adopt a more sedentary lifestyle, leading to their eventual decline. Like all great empires, the Mongols could not hold their vast territories forever. Several factors led to their downfall. After Genghis Khan's death, the empire was split into 4 khanates: the Yuan dynasty in China, the Ilkhanate in Persia, the Golden Horde in Russia, and the Chagatai Khanate in Central Asia. These regions became increasingly independent, fighting amongst themselves rather than expanding further. As Mongol rulers became more focused on luxury and internal conflicts, their grip on power weakened. In China, the Ming dynasty overthrew the Yuan in 1368. In Persia, the Ilkhanate collapsed due to economic struggles. In Russia, the Golden Horde was slowly defeated by rising Russian principalities. The Black Death, which spread along Mongol trade routes, wiped out millions of people and further destabilized the empire. By the 15th century, the Mongols had lost nearly all their territories, marking the end of their once great empire. Though the Mongol Empire collapsed, its impact on the world was immense. The Mongols connected east and west, facilitating the exchange of technology, medicine, and ideas. Military innovations, Mongol warfare tactics influenced armies for centuries. Political influence. Many future empires, including the Ottomans and Russians, adopted Mongol administrative systems. Global trade. The Mongols revolutionized trade, paving the way for globalization. Without the Mongols, the modern world as we know it might not exist. The Mongol Empire was the largest contiguous empire in history, built in blood, ruled with strategy, and collapsed through division. From the steppes of Mongolia to the palaces of China, the Mongols changed the world forever. What do you think was the most impressive aspect of the Mongol Empire? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into history.